Alright gang, welcome back to our playthrough on Agrovation. It's November, rain is in the forecast here, and we're still in the process of trying to get this field harvested. We did do a little bit further off camera. As you can see, I have a little bit more money than where we left off in the last one, because I sold some stuff, but there's still a long way to go. So we're going to let the worker continue to do their thing here, harvesting this field as much as possible. We need to fertilize the field we drilled in the last episode for the second application today, and I'd also like to begin drilling this field. It's going to take a very long time to drill this field. It might be beneficial for us to get 2 drills, but we'll see. We're going to put soybeans in here, so it's going to be a position where it's going to be a long time before we harvest this field again. But that's fine. You know, our goal before was to put soybeans where we ended up putting corn, so I would rather have soybeans in this field anyway, because the header we're going to get, which we haven't got yet, but the one we're going to get is the biggest one I can get that I've been able to find on ModHub. So, because I am on console, so I have a limitation in comparison to some PC players. So, but it's like 19, 18 meter width. It's pretty long. So, it's a pretty severe increase from what we currently have, which is like 13, I think. So. But even with that, this field's still going to take an absolute eternity to harvest. So I'm just going to kind of run with the harvester here kind of towards the end since we're close, and then we will jump into the sprayer and get the fertilizing going for the second application. Let this worker get a little bit further along here, and then maybe potentially take over for the worker and do a kind of a partial second headland pass with what's remaining. That way I can take the drill and kind of do a headland pass with the drill, and then I can put that on a worker if I need to and try to finish this up. As long as the rain's not here. If the rain's here, well, then we're in trouble, right? We're going to have to wait till the rain stops. Whether that's just rest for a little while or what. But, yeah. We'll have to see how things go. But how's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. Quick note real quick, just a slight plug. I'm working on for my members that I have. I currently have 2 members. The members that I currently have, I'm working on kind of a plan. It probably won't come to fruition until FS22. I made a post about it, but just in case you didn't watch it, or if you're interested in becoming one, I'm going to work on doing a members-only 1 video a month series, but probably won't start till FS22. I may do one just as a one-off special right before FS22. I don't know for sure yet, but that's kind of the goal I was planning on doing, to try to give them a little bit something extra, right? Right now, really the only thing extra they get is they get input into a new series, which there won't be a whole lot of input in a new series for a little while, because when FS22 comes out, we're going to be running those 3 maps more than likely. Maybe we'll throw one other map in there on a 1-day-a-week situation, as we carry on, right? When some things actually come out on ModHub, but initially, at least. So I'm kind of trying to think of something else to give them to help, make it worth it for them. Because right now they get early access to the videos, but that's really the only thing they're getting. So just want to make sure that I'm giving them the best that I can. But with all that said, most of you are not that, and you just want to subscribe and watch the videos, so we'll continue on, gang. So we're going to top this up. It probably doesn't need it, but we're just going to top it up anyway, because why not? We're here. Now, I left the header trailer just here in the grass. I don't know if I'm going to move it or not, but we're going to leave it there for right now. I really don't even know if we're going to need it. I mean, I guess we will whenever we decide to end the series, or end the map of this series. But otherwise, I mean, we're probably going to be staying for the most part around the area we already have. We've got such massive fields. I don't really see a situation where we're going to need it any further, if that makes any sense. Alright, we're underway. Let me back this up a little bit so I can actually see what the heck I'm doing. You can kind of see the line there, but it is a little dark still. It's November. Obviously, the sun does not come up as early as it normally does, and it goes down earlier than it normally would, right? So we have less sunlight. But yeah, hopefully you're all having a great day. and everything's going well for you. So I just saw, just recently, I saw the most recent trailer for the East Asian map. It looks really good. I'm really happy about that. I'm really excited about that map. I'm really, really excited about it. It's got the little tiny, like mini trucks, I guess is what you would call them. I don't know, the Acti trucks, or, I mean, I guess it's not just Honda, but there's like Honda, Mitsubishi, and I think Toyota even makes one. But those tiny little trucks like that, I mean, I love those things. I would love to have one of those in real life. I think that would be fun to have one. I'm not sure if they're legal in Ohio or not, if I'm honest with you. But I still would love to have one. Those things are awesome. Very inexpensive. They're, you know, they're cheap to manage, cheap to run. And you get a little bit of, you know, a little bit of a storage. It's not obviously going to be like the typical American-sized trucks around here. You're not going to be able to, you know, carry everything. You won't be able to carry, you know, like a ton of 2x4s or anything. But it does have its use around here, I would think. It'd be cool to have one of those. So maybe in the future I'll look to try to invest in one of those. I don't even know what the price of those are. They're probably not that bad, actually. I was going to say they're probably pretty expensive, but actually, as I thought about it, they're probably not that bad. They're such a small little truck, and the engine's tiny, and, you know, the tires and everything they use are tiny, so I can't imagine it being that bad. But, I mean, I've been wrong many times, so who knows? But it looks fun, man. It looks good. The green beans look good. They look like they're going to be a lot of fun. I like the new implements that we've at least seen so far in regards to the rice. It's gonna be fun. And it also had, so my other channel, a good portion of it, not all of it. I just like playing games in general on the other channel, my other channel, which shameless plug. But if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to it. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I'm at like 100 away, so really, really close. But anyway, I like playing a lot of different games on there. But one of my favorite games to play on there is the Dynasty Warriors stuff. And you know, some of the buildings there, obviously, you know, I'm pretty familiar with them because of the games and just the, you know, the history and stuff that you learn from those games. And they look pretty to the time period of those temples and shrines and things like that, right? So it was really cool to see that actually put into the game. A little bit of a stretch, but if you want to, it's a slight tie-in with my other channel that way by having that on there. So, all right. I went way too far. Whoops. So I'm probably going to do this a little bit untraditionally. I'm probably just going to kind of go around in circles for the most part here. I think that's just going to be easier based off the weirdness of this field. And we also have those trees to deal with, right? So the worker nearly has a full grain tank too. So we might have to throw this on our worker for a brief period of time where we unload that. Now we're probably just going to sell it outright right now. It is going to start dropping. The sunflower is going to start dropping in November. Severely dropping in November, so the faster we can get all of that harvested, the better. Little issues with this stupid tree, man. I'm gonna have to get these trees gone. I said I was gonna get rid of them already, and we still haven't done it. We kind of didn't do it for a reason, though, right? We were busy with other things. Kind of have to go at an angle like this since the sun's not really bright right now. It's kind of hard to see where I've been. All right, full grain tank. We need to jump over there. We were just going to be wasting money otherwise. Again, not that money's really that big of an issue at this point in the series, but just don't really want to waste money unless I have to. I'll just put it on a worker. I don't know what they're going to do. We'll just let them do what they want to do. Let's get up here and unload it now. It's probably going to fill this trailer up and we're going to have to go sell it. So the prices should still be, like I said, good. It does drop severely, but it still should be pretty decent. Yeah, so you can see October is kind of the plateauing point, and November drops, where really December's the big drop. So I kind of looked at that wrong, but still it drops, and it already has, right? It's dropped nearly 800 at, if I go to the Bramble store. I mean, if I go to U Tree store, I mean, it's dropped a lot. Oops. So, I mean, U Tree store's dropped like $1,000. So really, as fast as we can get these sunflowers up, the better. As far as the rain goes, we've got till noon. So not really a whole lot of time. It's going to be difficult, I think, to get this field done by noon. So, like before, it's probably going to be another really long time lapse here, but we need to get to work. We need to get some stuff done. We got to get this field done, get that field sprayed, start drilling this field. It's going to take forever to drill this field, which is why I'm just kind of considering maybe another drill. There's nothing really out in the used market, unfortunately. I would love for there to be something, but there's not. The drill we get will not be a planter. It'll be an actual seeder, but since that planter, well, I don't think all the planters do, but since the planters allow us to drill with soybeans, it's not a big deal, right? We can use the planter on one section and use the regular seeder on another section and help speed this up. That does require that we have the availability of both tractors, which means we have to be done harvesting this. And the problem here is going to be we probably need a third tractor, really, if we want to do this, if we want to go that path. Because as soon as this is done, we're going to jump over and start harvesting the corn. AI worker has completed their task. The sprayer must think they're done because of the tree, probably. Let me go get this. We'll go get this. Let me go sell this. We'll jump in the sprayer, and we'll get that field done. I don't know what we're going to get out of this now that the price has dropped. Before we were getting just over 200 grand. It was like 230-ish, 220, 230-ish $1,000 for a trailer load, 52,000 liters. We're probably going to be getting under 200,000 now, but it's still going to be pretty good, man. By the time we're done with this field, we're going to be over $1 million, as long as we don't buy anything. Obviously, we're going to be over $1 million. So. We're going to have a brief break in the time lapse here. I just realized that we need gas pretty badly in this, and I don't want to run out of gas while we're here. So where is the gas station on this map? That is a great question. I have no idea where it is. Where is the gas station? Am I blind? Is there no gas station? Really? There's no gas station. Okay, well, that puts us in a bit more of a pickle, so I guess we need to buy a gas station. I thought there should be a gas station on here. It's not showing on the map for some reason. That's weird. I have no idea where it is. Like I told you, this is the first time I've ever played this map, so... with the exception of getting into the map early on and just looking at it, that's the only thing I've done on this map, so... Really thought there'd been a gas station somewhere nearby, but I guess not. That's weird, man. There's the shop, so that's weird. Okay, well, we'll put a gas station in ourselves then, I guess. Tried something a little bit different. We've used this before. We utilized this gas station. Cost me 1,500. We've utilized this on the 200 horsepower challenge. The very first challenge I did, very first playthrough I ever did on this specific channel. For Farming Simulator. We just kind of put it, though, in an area where it's just basically grass in between our fields. It's just out there with us. So, a little bit easier access for us, except for maybe going to our, well, what is currently our cornfield over here. But the gas station I put right up here by the road. So, it's very easy access to these two fields. So, I'll fill it up. I'll come back. We'll start the time lapse back up again. I'm going to go around the headland like I said I was going to do. Then I'll throw it back on a worker, and then we can start doing the drilling. And we'll do all of it on a time lapse. Maybe we'll put the whole outlier, or the headland pass on the time lapse, and then probably jump off the time lapse at that point. And hopefully, the worker will be very close to being done with the harvest at that point too. But we'll have to see. Alright, yeah, another long time lapse, but we got a lot done. The field is nearly done. There's a few more passes there for the harvester. We've got a full load here. We're taking it to a different location. Never been up here. It is a little bit better priced and a lot closer to kind of where we're harvesting too, so it's a win-win. So I've got the beacon on so I can just figure out where the hell I'm going here. Can I get in there going this way? I guess I do. I guess so. Oh, I could have literally just came right there. Of course. Well, we know now, at least. That's really convenient, actually. When we're on this portion of the field, it's really convenient just to come to this one. It's probably, even if it's a little bit less money, it's probably better for wear, tear, gas, everything else. So the last one we got like 180,000, something like that, 185,000, something like that. So I'm expecting similar to that, maybe slightly more because this one is now a little bit more than the other one was. So, but it'll be around that, somewhere around that at least. 188. So yeah, just slightly over it. Let me turn that off. I don't need that beacon anymore. The Brambles store. Okay. We're going to carry on here. The worker's already doing the drilling. We went around the headland there, and that tractor, man, it turns on a dime. I'm having a hard time with getting things set up there because it turns so easily. I'm sure that was a little bit nauseating during the time lapse there, but I apologize. I'll get better at it as we carry on. I just normally don't use tractors with tracks on them, so I'm not really used to that. The one that we do have that has tracks on it that's in the Ohio Richland series has 4 tracks, and it doesn't really react like that one. That's just, you know, that's like a tank track. So, it doesn't really react the same way. Okay, so we have plenty of money now. I'm not too concerned about the money, so I think we're going to look at buying another tractor at a minimum, and then probably another drill. I just think it's going to be beneficial for us. I really do. I don't know what tractor I want. I want to keep it around the 250 to 300,000 range, really no more than that, which most of the tractors are going to be in that range. Obviously, some are not. Just making sure there's none back here. I mean, most of these are probably going to be really expensive. Exception of that Kloss. That Kloss isn't too bad. I like Kloss. 960, 920. That puts us over the 300,000 range that I wanted, though, so we're not going to do that. Let's go back down here to one of these. I can get the 930, 335 horsepower. That's not too bad. $297, 200. I'm okay with that. Okay, we got a Kloss. Let's look at seeders here. It's going to be likely one that we've utilized before. I want a direct drill here, even though we have that cultivator. I do want a direct drill, I think. We might end up getting rid of that cultivator now that we have the sprayer. I think the best one that's a direct drill... Is it this one? I swear there's a bigger one. It's this one. It's the part of the Horsch pack, so that makes most sense, right? We might as well go with one that's in the Horsch pack. We've utilized that many, many times. I mean, that's no different. That's the one we utilize in a series already. We already utilized this in the Ohio Richland series, right? So, I mean, let's spend the extra money to give us a little bit more oomph. You know, I'm a big fan of wide tires, so we're going to go the wide tire route. Let's go with this one, because the one we used before has that, so let's go with the 4 sprayer nozzle things Whatever you call those things. 201 grand. Alright. So, we'll let the worker continue doing their thing here. Let's jump into our new Kloss. Pretty excited about it. Love a Kloss. Even though I'm American, I do like a Kloss. 300 horsepower, so this is perfect. Easily can be pulled by this or this. This one, pretty close to, probably could do it. But really, that one's likely going to be just for kind of our trips of, you know, selling or storing things from the trailer itself, just kind of carting stuff around. Now, we're going to have to take this back to the farm. I'm going to fill it up with seed and fertilizer, and then we can get started on the other portion of the field. We'll do this one, and we'll just see how it goes. Now, this one's going to put down fertilizer, whereas the other one is not. Watch where you're going, Z. You're driving off the road. This one's going to put down fertilizer, the other one's not. So there's going to be part of the field where we won't have to fertilize it, which, that's fine. At least not for the first application we won't. So, let's get back. Alright, we're heading back here, gang. I dropped down the time to 2 times. I think I said I was going to do that in the last episode. I hadn't done it until now. We dropped it down to 2, and we're going to rock it moving forward now. So, nearly as a full grain tank. Kind of expected it, honestly. I'm going to put this on a worker for now. We're going to take over for it. The worker's not going to do a whole lot of it, but they can do some of it. Now, we are going to waste a little bit of fertilizer going around the headland here, unfortunately, but that's okay. Not that concerned about wasting a little bit of fertilizer on it. I think, so long as the rain holds off until noon like it says it's going to, I think we're going to be okay. I think we'll get this done. There's only a few passes left here, and then we can move on to the corn. We'll probably start the corn and likely not really even come close to finishing it. The rain will likely get here by then. And I really don't want to lose any kind of yield, even though money's not really a concern right now. As I've mentioned a number of times, I still don't necessarily want to go a path of losing out on money. So, so let's carry on here, gang. I'm going to get the rest of this sunflower field up. We'll get it all harvested. Hopefully we get it done before the rain comes, and I'll be back with you once the sunflowers are completely harvested, and we'll go from there. All right, we're pretty much done here, gang. We definitely got it done before the rain got here, so that's good. Dropping it down to 2 times speed probably helped out in that situation a lot. I'm going to get this little tiny strand here. It's probably not going to do anything, but we'll grab it anyway. Yeah, it didn't do anything. Didn't think it was going to. So the worker that I put the newest, the drill, and the new Kloss, he didn't really exactly go where I wanted him to. He kind of went the other way, but that's fine. He can do a little bit of that, and then I can switch him over to this side and get this side going. So once we get this unloaded, we're going to take the John Deere directly over to the cornfield, and we're just going to put him on the cornfield. We're not even going to put a headland pass around. We're just going to do it and just let him start, and then eventually we can clean it up after that. So I suspect the other... Yeah, it's getting close. I was just going to say, I suspect that one's going to need some seed here very soon. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's jump in this really quick. I'm going to flip the worker around and try to get him to go the other way. I really want him going on that side, at least for now. Eventually he can jump to the middle, but... Very, very productive day. It seems like that's been the case for every single episode, just because these fields are so massive. It feels like we're getting a lot accomplished, even though it's taken a while. Okay, perfect. We are definitely going to have to, as soon as we get this started, jump over to the other tractor with the John Deere drill, the Fint, and go fill that up. I mean, I don't even think it's going. I think it's going to stop before we even get to the cornfield. But let's get going to it, and we'll get started, and we'll go on. So we're just kind of driving across the cornfield here, since nothing's going to be harming it yet. We're probably going to figure out a better way to get over here. I mean, go to our yard and do it, I guess. But if we're ever in this area and have to come over here, it's not really the most ideal situation. And there are trees in the way on this one as well, as you can tell. So this is going to be a fun one. I'm going to put on a worker and just see what they do. They're not going to do what I want them to do, and that's fine. They're probably going to, you know, be done early too. Good, he's turning the way I want him to. As I expected, they are out of seed. So let's go get the seed filled up on this thing, and then we'll go and take and sell the remaining sunflowers that we have. And hopefully recoup a little bit of the money that we spent on a drill and another tractor. Alright, the worker's back underway over there. I know you can't really see it because it's not rendering, but this worker's doing well. They're going to get close to being done here pretty soon. And somehow I don't know what the harvester's doing, but they're doing something over there. I don't know what they're doing. But they're doing something. Oh, I guess he's already up here. Never mind. I was going to say, I thought he was way back there still, but he's not, because it looked like it, the texture there, but I guess not. Anyway. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and sell this. Look, the worker's got 80% full already, so that's good. Now, I don't know when the best time to sell, I got to be very careful going across that. I don't know when the best time to sell corn is. We'll look at that once we're unloading this. This is not a full load, but it should still get us around $130,000, probably $140,000. So when is the best time? Well, hold on, quick save here. Let's see. When's the best time to sell corn? Corn is in January, so we're going to be storing the corn. We're not taking that anywhere, just like we did the sorghum. We're going to just keep it and hold on to it. Don't really plan on, yeah, 137,965, so I was pretty close. I said 130, 140. I don't really plan on doing too many, if any, productions. I think I've mentioned that once before, but this one's just going to be, let's do some harvesting, let's do some drilling, and let's make some money. And enjoy our time on these truly behemoth fields. So, those are both underway. Let's get over there and unload the harvester and hope and pray that the harvester is not in a position where we're going to have to kill crop. I might jump into it and try to get the worker to, you know, move the harvester to a position if it'll work. But once we jump into it, if the worker's not actively in the process of doing something, it's going to kill whatever crop the tires are sitting on. So, likely no matter what, we're killing crop. But hopefully the worker's in okay shape. Let's get over there and find out. Okay, what in the world has the worker been doing over here? This is like a maze. Okay, I think we're going to be able to survive this, though. I think. If we, yeah, we'll be able to survive this. If I turn that off, I back this up, and I just do one of these, we'll be able to survive this. We're going to have to drive on the railroad tracks a little bit here, but I'm going to turn around anyway. I'm going to clean all that mess up that this worker's done. So just be careful of the railroad. Be careful of the train. Don't get smacked by the train. I've done that many times. Awesome. I think that's enough room for the train to get by. So now that we're done with the other field and we can just let them do their thing, we can kind of go around the headland on this and then continue. But we're probably going to leave all of that and the remainder of doing the drilling and then the spraying we have to do over there for the next episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button if you're new. It's free, helps me a ton. Make sure if you haven't done so already to check out my other channel. Give it a follow, give it a subscription. Trying to get to 1,000, very close. I'd appreciate all of your support there as well. And until next time, I'll catch you all in the next episode.